Hi, bonjour everyone. I'm really happy, I'm really thrilled to be here today at the Odoo Expo 2023 in Brussels. I'm happy to share the story, uh, our story with Odoo. I'm born in France, raised in France, but I moved to the Middle East 10 years ago. And I'm really happy to tell you how Odoo transformed our company and our organization. There is a couple of points that I would like to mention today. First one is that Odoo is more than a software for us. Odoo is actually a community of people that work together to help us to achieve our goal. So first of all, thank you to the Odoo Middle East team that made all of this story happening. It's very important for me to share this story because I hope it will maybe give you a quick view or understanding of how Odoo is capable. It will also push you maybe to explore Odoo, to use Odoo yourself to do your projects. So without further ado, let's start and jump into the topic. I want to give you maybe an understanding of our industry, who is Taqeef, what we do, who we are, and so it will give you more context on exactly where we landed on this specific project. So let's jump into our industry. So as everybody would think, in Dubai, you directly think about the temperature that is very high during the summer. So one of the crucial industry or sector that you have in the Middle East, and specifically in UAE, is the air conditioning. So you have a population that went from 2 million in the early 90s to almost 10 million this year. You have a tourism that is really booming, and one of the key elements is electricity, air conditioning, Wi-Fi, water. So we are in a sector that is very important to the development of the country. To give you an idea of the numbers, the cooling sector represents $8 billion every year in the US, in the UAE. We are almost 40 different major brands that are sharing this market. We are in a sector that is tightly linked to the construction sector. The construction sector is mature but have a growth of around 3.5% year on year. And despite all those aspects, it's a very competitive market for two reasons. You have a lot of brands that come into the market every year with different technology that support different needs. Second point is the regulation. One of the important points for the UAE government is to make sure that whatever happens in the UAE is sustainable. So one of the investments that we are doing as an organization is to make sure that our solutions are cooling, but give a sustainable future for the UAE. To give you a number, 6% or 7% of the total electricity consumption in the UAE go through the AC. The government want to make sure that it doesn't go above that. So this is one of the challenges that we have. We need to make sure that we design solutions, we propose products that make sense and that are sustainable for us. So this is the challenge that we are having in our market. Let me tell you now maybe who we are. So my name is Bilal. I'm head of IT for a company called Taqeef. Taqeef is a joint venture between two major brands in the cooling industry, Midea and Fujitsu. We are in the market for more than 50 years. We are trying to be innovative and create new possibility in the most challenging climates. Our footprint in the Middle East is across 4 countries. So we are in UAE, in Iraq, in Morocco, and in Sudan. Around 800 employees. We sell 6 million units every year. In terms of what we do, so our operation expands from different aspects to different different sales channels. Sorry. We do direct sales in our showroom and experience store. We can come for your villa, design the AC that you want, get all the information that you need before jumping and buying from us. We also do the installation. We also do complete engineering solution for big installations. So as you can imagine, in Dubai, you have 100 floor building, 200 floor buildings. So the type of technology and the technicalities that come into play for this type of project is totally different from something that you build for your own house. We also do field service. We do the maintenance. We do the installation of our units. And we are a major spare part reseller in the UAE. So we do all sort of different elements in this market. And when you think about it, there is one point that is extremely important for us is the customer experience and the customer touchpoint with our organization. So you can have someone coming from their own villa, someone buying from us on e-com. So we have different people coming at different touch points, and we want to make sure that the customer experience is the same for everybody, whatever is the touch point or entry for this customer coming to us. So all of those points, our market, the competitive edge that we have, the touch point, the customer experience, led us to think about what should be our digital transformation for the next 5 to 10 years. So this is how we started to think about which solution can support us to give what we want to the client and to keep our competitive edge in this tough market. So before jumping into the system, we started to think about what success looked like for us. So let me give you an idea of the 4 pillars or 4 components that we had when we started to design our digital strategy for the group. So number 1, we wanted to have a tailored experience across all our sales channels. That was the first and fundamental block that we wanted to implement. The second one was the customer view, to be able to have a 360 customer view, to understand if someone called us, so he came from the call center, did he came to our showroom, did he came through our spare part, did he came from one of our partners. So we wanted to build a system that can give us this visibility, this 360 view on what is happening at any point of time for our customer. The third point, which was major and we're going to touch point on it in a second, was to improve our pre-sales process. What I mean by pre-sales process is when you're trying to sell an air conditioning for a building like this one, the Brussels Expo, or if you're doing it for an hospital, or if you're doing it for a hotel, where most of the time a hotel needs to be integrated with building management system, IoT, make sure that the electricity makes sense, they want to control from distance everything that happens in their building. The sales process is totally different. You have different people that come into play. You have a sales engineer, you have a product expert, you have an application that's going to design, take the drawing from the architect firm and try to give them the best possible solution for their need. You have installation team that will come, do site visit, and will need to come and verify that the drawing are correct and our proposal or bid match what is really happening on the ground. So you have different type of people coming into play on the pre-sales process. We were not very efficient in this process, so one of the components when we designed this digital transformation was to make sure that our pre-sales is as efficient as possible. Create synergy between the different departments that come into play when we propose something to a client. And the fourth component is our market intelligence. One of the key elements in our industry is to understand what is the outlook of our industry, where we are going, where the competition is going, what are the regulations that are in play in our ecosystem in the 4 countries that I just mentioned before, so we can understand what is the competitive landscape and where our product and our company will position herself. So with this in mind, we started to look at how we can translate this into a solution and how we can implement it. Okay? So I'll give you just maybe a quick idea of what we have done. So we started with a CRM. We looked at many different solutions, going from Oracle to Microsoft Dynamics to Odoo to Salesforce. We had demos with all these different partners, and this is 2 years ago. And to be honest, the only one that showed us a system or a tool that was flexible enough to understand our specifics was Odoo. Because for us, CRM is not like a CRM for another company. We are not really customer-centric, we are more project-centric. Because I'll give you an example that will, I hope, help you to understand. Let's say that you are dealing with a developer that is building 2,000 villas. We are not exactly going to the end user and trying to understand what he's expecting. We are trying to go and understand on this specific project, what are the drawings, what are the expectations, what is the product that suits the best for this specific project. And this project is a proposal open to everyone in the market. So we're going to have architect coming to us for the AC solution. We're going to have contractor that will take and give a proposal that will cover construction, AC, electricity, everything. So for us, we cannot go and say, okay, this specific client, we're going to give him a design and a solution and offering for his specific need. We're going to build something for the entire project, and we hope that one of our end clients will win this project. So what matters to us is to make sure that our sales pipeline and our forecast cover the project and not only the client. Let's say you have two clients that come for the same project at $10 million each. For us, it's not the sales pipeline of 20 million. Only one of them will probably win the bid. So that was very important for us to don't build the standard CRM or sales pipeline in any CRM system. So Odoo came, they understand our challenges, and I will give you some of our challenges. Like I told you, we have a very complex sales process involving different departments. Each department were having different systems. I would not say it's siloed, but every of those departments will work on their specific task without actually thinking of the big picture on the project. So one of the challenges that we had was inefficiency, a lot of emails, people working in silo, etc. So we wanted really to create a streamlined process, make sure that the allocation of our resource internally makes sense, and we are not duplicating any of the work that we are doing for one client. If it's the same project, we wanted to repeat what we are doing. And we want to make sure that the customer experience, whoever is the person that come to us, architect company, contractors, developers, they have the exact same experience with Taqeef. So the approach that we followed was to create this CRM that was project-centric, be able to track the progress of a deal from the inception of the idea until the delivery of the units, make sure that we incorporate into this automation to select the type of product that we can deliver as part of this project, make sure that all the design phase and everything was in a repository inside an opportunity. So even if someone leaves the company or if we lose, we have everything that we proposed as part of this project in the opportunity. Let me show you maybe the solution that we designed. So basically, we use the CRM and we added our version of the business. So we make sure that we enter all the information that makes sense for our marketing intelligence into the opportunity. Who is the contractor? Who is the project owner? Who is the AC contractor? What type of project is it? What is the status of this project? Are we in pricing phase? Is the project on hold? Is the project cancelled? So we wanted to put everything into the opportunity to make sure that after down the line we are able to have insightful data out of our CRM. We also brought actually the ticket concept directly into the opportunity. So we can make sure that product team, application team, engineering team can work all together under the umbrella of the opportunity. So at any point of time, we're going to be able to know how long it took for us to bid for this specific project, how many people were involved, and we can kind of control the BD, the business development cost, at any point of time. We also kind of put a lot of automation into the opportunity. So if you create a quotation for this specific opportunity, automatically it will move from one phase to another. And these are the phases that are specific to our business: design, tender, job in hand, awarding, and hopefully we can win this project. And then after we can start the delivery of this project until the closure and the commissioning of the project. So we also had one of our big challenge was to detect contractor coming from different angles and making sure that we are not inflating our sales pipeline and our sales forecast. So we create a couple of automation to be able to actually flag if there is any other similar lead that came through anyone in a company. So because we have different country, and also within a country you can have a different region, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Ras Al Khaimah. So in this case we wanted to make sure that none of the sales team come through another region and try to push a project into the pipeline. So we created a couple of automation, name of the project, the status of the project, the location of it, what we call plot number, where exactly the project is located, to be able to, at any point of time, flag if we are doing any duplicate, and then merge them all under one single umbrella of the opportunity. So also, if you go into the into the ticket. This is how we are able to actually see who is working on the opportunity at any point of time. One of the challenges that we faced was sometimes sales want to close the deal as soon as possible. Application will have different emergency, different objectives. So they're going to work on different projects. We're not able to understand what is our time to market in any time for a proposal. So now with the help of Odoo Middle East and our internal IT team, we're able to implement different help desk for application team, for product team, for sales operation, and give them KPIs for them to return an answer for any requests that come from sales. So this helped us a lot to actually streamline our process and reduce the overall time for every team, and starting to kind of instigate this concept of performance within our pre-sales activity. So this is what we have done. And the benefit that we got out of this was actually to build meaningful dashboard, insightful dashboard that give us a view at any point of time on what is happening on our sales. So we build the CRM, we build opportunity that makes sense for us. We push the people to actually enter the data. We did an integration with C data to actually pull out all of this data, bring it into Power BI, and build dashboards for our chief and our XCOM for them to take the pulse of what is happening, how many deals we won, how many deals we have in the pipeline, why we lost, did we lose to Samsung, did we lose to Panasonic, did we lose to Mitsubishi, what is the type of product where we are very strong in the market, what type of product that we are not, and all of this would have not definitely be possible without Odoo and the help of the Middle East Odoo team and the help of the business in Taqeef. So definitely after this, we started this project in 2021. We went live early 2022. So now it's running for more than 1 year now. Definitely we have a better sales pipeline. The manager are able to really track what their team is working on. We are able to forecast the delivery of our unit. All of these come back to our inventory management. So we know exactly where we have to order to our joint venture, to Midea or Fujitsu. We have a better understanding of our competition and of the market share. Not only our competition, but to understand what is happening in the market. So yeah, this is what we have done. And this is our experience with Odoo. So thank you. And if you have any question, please go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bilal. It's actually very interesting, and we often see companies that tries to figure out which department needs which module, and it's actually interesting that you mentioned the fact that you wanted a CRM that allows people from different departments to communicate and exchange information. So pretty nice. I'm gonna check the pad if we have some question there. Just let me 1 second to open it. Okay, jumping in if we have some question. No question for the moment. I don't know if maybe there's a question in here in the room. Everything is clear? Okay, well, thank you once again, Bilal, for coming in.
Thank you.